Good morning and welcome to the little apartment on the prairie. I just came home from shopping and I thought I'd show you what I got. I decided this month, it's the beginning of the month and I usually shop towards the beginning of the month, and I decided not to go to Lincoln, which I normally go to Lincoln and go to Walmart once a month, and there's this Asian grocery store where I get stuff for Isaac a lot, and there's a produce market I like and they have good coffee there, and so there are different stores I usually go to once a month in Lincoln. But this month I decided not to do that. For two reasons. One, let's see, it is June 6th. I think there are still protests going on about George Floyd's murder, and there was some murder, a man who was killed, a protester who was killed by a bar owner in Omaha, and people are upset about that. And so I decided it was just safer between that and the virus. We've had cases going up here in Nebraska. We never really had the kind of restrictions that a lot of places had. Hi, Sassy. You want a treat? I'll give you a dental treat. She had a little bite of Isaac's treat a minute ago. Now she gets a dental treat, so she doesn't get bad breath like the Whisker Cat. You see that bread in the background? That is peanut butter chocolate chip bread, which I made for a friend. Anyway, so I decided it was safer not to go to Lincoln. And there was nothing that I desperately needed, but I wanted to have things to make sure that I continue to have the things that I needed. So anyway, I went shopping, and I'll show you what I got. I got some cheap dog treats. Yes, I know they're cheap. Isaac needs to eat less treats. He's overweight. I know. More cheap dog treats. I know. He needs fewer treats, not more, right? These, which I give him a lot, more than I should. Yeah, I know. Okay, and then I got him this rawhide thing, and I know rawhide's not good for dogs. It keeps him occupied. I got it for him. Okay, I got, ow, God, my left shoulder is messed up. And again, I have bursitis in it. I just tried to pick up a gallon of vinegar with my left hand, and my arm can't pick that up. Sassy, she's eating her dental treat over my cup of iced coffee, probably getting cat treat crumbs in there. Okay, so I can't lift a gallon of something with my left arm. That was a mistake. And I got Fritos. Because I'm putting them in a salad. I'm making a sort of like a taco salad or a southwestern salad for lunch with like some salsa in it and cheese and salad greens and stuff that I got the other day at the food pantry and I need to use up. And I wanted Fritos in it, so I got Fritos. Okay, also at the dollar store, I got a couple cans of green beans. I don't know where the other can is, but I did get 2 cans because they were 2 for $1. I got a couple ink pens. I'm not sure why, but I wanted them. I got a hole puncher because I have a binder. I'm printing out my recipes and putting them in a binder, or I want to do that, and I needed a hole punch to do it. Because it's easier. That way if my computer's not working or whatever, I don't have to get on the computer to find recipes, and I can take the recipe in the kitchen. Okay, so I also got a bag of cat food because I opened my last bag of cat food yesterday. It was a big bag. It's not like I'm close to being out, but I wanted to make sure I had enough. Sassy trying to get into the meat from the grocery store. Give me that, sassafras. Man, she's a bugger. And I also got 6 quart-size canning jars. I don't know. I don't have as many quart-size jars as I do pint-size jars, and I don't use them as much, but I'm going to can some water in them, I think. Or some beans or something. And they weren't a great price, but they weren't a bad price. So, but the canning jars and the cat food are still in my cart because by the time I carried everything else in, I was tired and my shoulder hurt. Okay, so then I got 2 packs of chicken gizzards at the little grocery store in my town, which has a surprisingly good selection for being so small. I got 2 packs of chicken gizzards because they're cheap and Isaac likes them. I got him 2 packs of boneless loin chops because they weren't a bad price. They're actually cheaper than ground beef at the moment, I think. And I'm just trying to have different meats to give him. Trying to give him variety. I got a 10-pound bag. I'm not even picking it up because I'd have to reach it with my left arm. I got a 10-pound bag, you get down whiskers, of chicken drumsticks for Isaac. I got a gallon of canola oil. Normally, when I go to Walmart, I get sunflower oil, but this is what they had at the grocery store, so that's what I got. I got coffee. I got gingerbread cookie flavor coffee. This is so good. And then I got 2 other flavors that I haven't had before, but I bet they'll be good too because this coffee is really good. This one is Vermont Maple Crunch. And this one is Highland Grog. And it says it's butterscotch rum and a creamy base reminiscent of butter rum homemade candies. How can you not want to drink that for breakfast? With breakfast or any time. I got a loaf of rye bread. I very rarely buy bread because I make my own, and I actually, that bowl right there in front of the microwave that's covered with the pumpkin cloth, it's sourdough bread that's rising. I make my own bread, but I really like rye bread, and I don't make rye bread. I should learn to make rye bread, but I haven't yet. All right, I got Western-style French salad dressing, because I've got ranch dressing, and I ran out of all my balsamic vinegar dressing, and I needed something else. I got baking powder, because I just opened a can of baking powder. I've got another can, but I don't want to run out. I got 2 of these bottles of olive oil. I don't know where the other one is. I use the sunflower oil, or I will use the canola oil in baking. But sometimes if I'm like roasting vegetables or something, I want olive oil. I got 2 cans of mackerel in brine. That's for Isaac. It sounds disgusting. I'll rinse it really well to get as much salt off it as I can and then give it to him. So I bought 2 cake mixes, which I'll find here in a minute because they were on sale. And I don't know why. I usually shop with a grocery list. But since right now you never know what's going to be in stock or what the prices are going to be, so now I just kind of go in, and if there's something I really need, I might write that down on a list. But then I just go through and I buy what's available and for a good price that I think I might need in the next few months. So I got 2 cans of frosting. One is whipped cream flavor, and one is vanilla. Because I had to get frosting since I was getting cake mix, right? I mean, of course I did. Here's my other olive oil. Oh, this is what I also got Isaac. A little Cornish hen. Because it was only like $4 and something. And he's never had one before. I don't know if I'll just give him the whole hen or maybe I'll chop it in half and give him some other meat with it. I got cheese. I got cheddar cheese and Havarti cheese. This Crystal Farms is the only brand of cheese they had, of sliced cheese, and I don't like their Swiss cheese. I hope I like the other flavors. I really like Swiss cheese, but not this brand. It just doesn't taste, I don't know, it doesn't taste that good. So I got a dark chocolate cake, which would go with whipped cream frosting, and a lemon cake, which would go with vanilla frosting, I think. There's, okay. So I got 4 cans of tomato paste. I don't know why, just because they had it and it was cheap. And sometimes you need tomato paste when you're making things. And I got veggie bouillon cubes, and I don't know why either, except that they were marked down to 99 cents. And That's like how I shop now. I buy stuff when I don't even have a plan for what I'm going to do with it, just because it seems like a good price, and I think maybe I should get it while I can. So I got 2 bags of these little peppers because they were $3 each, and that's a good price, and I like these. I had to go through some of the bags. They looked a little old, which might be why they were marked down to $3, but I found some that looked pretty good. And sometimes I dehydrate those. I got a bag of onions because I have onions, but I don't know. I like onions. I don't want to run out of onions, and I should dehydrate some onions too. And I'm almost done. I got some of these soup mixes, cheddar potato, tortilla soup. You just add water. They're good for when you don't really feel like cooking, but you want a big meal. I don't know, they're more a winter thing than a summer thing. I don't eat as much soup in the summer, but whatever. And brown sugar was cheap, so I got 3 2-pound bags of brown sugar. Sassy, get out of that meat. I gotta go put this meat away before Sassy eats it. She can't stay out of it. Alright, so that's what I got. Yeah, what's shopping like where you are? Do you have a good selection? I didn't see any ground beef. I saw ground chuck, but not regular ground beef at the store. And there were like sections in the soup aisle where there was nothing on the shelf. There were sections in the pasta aisle where there was nothing on the shelf. But then there was rice and there was pasta. Just, you know, there's these weird gaps in the shelves, and I don't know if stuff's just like getting delivered or if it's not available or what. So let me know in the comments what shopping's like where you are. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet, and have a good day, friends.